People who stop in the middle of staircases, doorways, and thoroughfares. Why? I've always assumed this is due to inattention rather than intention. But I plowed into a lady last year at an open-air market. The city put up jersey barriers in the streets so that there was one opening at every intersection. A group of women were talking in the opening. My GF and I said excuse me, and one of the women moved to let us out. My GF walked through and then she stepped backwards into the space as I was walking through. I felt so bad. I'm a big ass dude and the woman was tiny and she went flying. I would imagine the kind of person who does that regularly might also be the kind of person who wouldn't be able to recognize that you're describing them. I once ran into a friend at a market and she stopped me to chat in the middle of the aisle, and when I asked if we should step over off to the side, she responded, "It's fine. They can move." And that really had me thinking. There are people who seek to make life easier for others and those who simply do not care if they inconvenience others. What happens only in real life and never in movies? Non-hot people having very basic conversation. Years and years of nothing interesting ever happening. Awkward conversations where we accidentally talk over one another, have to pause mid-sentence, insist the other person go first, or just generally completely lose our train of thought altogether. What situation is always made out to be really sexy or romantic on TV, but is actually horrible and traumatizing in real life? When the guy knocks on the girl's bedroom window in the middle of the night. Treating dating like a video game where eventually enough points will make me change my mind. Actually just creepy and threatening. What seemingly normal activity would look suspicious done at 3 a.m.? Asking your neighbor if they have some sugar because you're out. Digging a deep hole in the ground. Taking out multiple trash bags. How does everyone on Reddit have the same writing style? Serious answer, because most Redditors read a lot of Reddit before they post on Reddit, so they adopt the culture before they write their first post. Everyone on Reddit is a bot, except you. The hive mind is strong. What things are said to be dangerous but are actually safe? Leaving the slow cooker on while you're gone feels a little like leaving the stove on. Using your phone to show your parents something. There's nothing malicious on there, yet it still makes me nervous. What is the generic present for men? Women get chocolates and perfume. Men get tools and socks. A ridiculous tie we will never wear except if the gift giver is coming round. A card making fun of how old they are. People who have been in jail. What habits do you still do today that you learned from being in lockup? Reading. Friend worked in a bad prison for 10 plus years. Said he become immune to shit talk. Nothing, literally nothing, could piss him off or make him emotional or unbalanced. In regards to triggers and shit talk, he reached nirvana. I can play spades a bit better now. What movie scares the hell out of you that isn't a horror movie at all? The Truman Show. His belief that he was living in the real world was so complete for so long. The idea that at any moment your world could start fracturing apart into a horror story like that. I get the shivers. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Not so much now, but as a child seeing a cartoon die while getting dipped in acid was horrifying. What is the dumbest explanation you've heard from someone who cheated? I wanted to try something new. He cheated on me with his ex. It was one time, is always a good one. I invited you to join us, not my fault you said no. Like and subscribe to put some extra inches on your penis.